Hello everybody, this is Gene Star134 coming to you with the new movie review. And as you can see, this is Jack Reacher. Now, coming into this movie, I was a fan of Tom Cruise and his works. I saw a lot of his movies, A Few Good Men, the list goes on and on. I mean, the biggest one I liked was a Minority Report. So, seeing that he's a very versatile person, you would expect a good review from this movie. Let's continue. So, coming into this movie, the story is that there's this random assassination and killings, and you're wondering what's going on. This man is accused for it, but you can already tell that he's innocent. But he calls Jack Reacher, who is played by Tom Cruise, to cure him of this crime. And so you see kind of this, I guess, minor detective work, you could say, from the movie. It really just fills into, like, is he trying to be Sherlock? Is he trying to be some form of roguish? I don't even know. It's like Batman meets Sherlock meets some crazy person's fantasy of an identifiable character that just wants pure anarchy but order at the same time. And to a certain sense, that can be relatable. You can make it more humanistic by doing that, but at the same time, it just kind of baffles the character, and you can't really put identity on him. He just feels like that's the jerk that just wants to get in fights all the time, or that's the person that just wants to prove everything wrong and kind of go into vigilante, in which usually that could work very well, but at the same time, when you don't give him a character aside from just seeing that someone's so critical and such an ass all the time, it really does not work. And so you kind of get this 90s feel to the movie, which traditionally wouldn't be too bad. I've always been a fan of 90s movies, but it just lacks direction. It gives you the clues, it gives you the set, it gives you who's the suspects, and without being too forward, but at the same time trying to throw action in there at the same time. And normally that would be a great thing. It could work very well for itself, but at the same time, the way it's just so put together is so cluttered that it's predictable. So, I mean, the movie's very cut and dry. It really did not last for itself. I mean, it's not even worth watching. And I feel, in all honesty, as far as it goes, if it was cast anyone but Tom Cruise, it probably would have been a decent movie. It's not to say his acting was terrible, but he stays at one persona that we've already seen before. And when you see an actor portraying a role, you want to see them portray more than one character. Yes, you can invoke that character in different roles, but when you're pretty much the corner point of the whole movie, you have to give something than just what you normally are. And that's where Tom Cruise falls short. He just gives the same character that he's given in a quarter of his movies. It's between obsessed cop and narcissistic character, and that's where it doesn't work. So overall, I didn't like the movie. It was very bad. I couldn't even sit through it. I started pulling out my phone when I was watching it, just like, how much time do I have left? And so, overall, if this movie was based in the 90s, it probably would have been a smash hit. It probably would have been a great action movie. But nowadays, with it being so predictable, so not even two-dimensional, it feels like it was one-dimensional, a single point. And so I couldn't even keep control or keep interest. You might as well have just changed the movie from Jack Reacher to A Few Good Men 2 and just kept Tom Cruise the same character. That's all it was. But I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you don't watch this movie. This is Gene Star134.